Howdy folks, welcome back to Vintage Story. This episode might be a little chopped up. I've been fighting some audio gremlins, and I don't know if I've got those fixed yet, so I'm going to record a little bit of this episode, and then I'll go review the audio. We'll see how that goes. But what we're doing this time is we're going to head over east. I'm going to make a run over there and get some pink marble. That's the plan. So let me go ahead and highlight that if I can get the map to draw. It is here. So let's bring that up and pin that one. So I've got some food. I've got my raft, some fire making materials. And we're just going to run to the east and see how that goes. It's fairly early morning. I had to do a little housekeeping early on. So I don't know what's going on with the microphone. It was cutting out. I haven't changed any settings in forever. It just always worked. So I suspect maybe it was a Windows update somewhere along the way. Has messed with something. So I did a little bit of changing of levels and whatnot. And I went ahead. I think I turned off the compressor on OBS. Although my OBS version hasn't changed. I haven't changed any settings there. So it's not like I changed something and it was causing issues. I don't know what's going on. And if I look at the meter, like as I'm recording, I don't ever see it cutting out. But if I go look at the raw recordings, it was in the recording itself. The mic would cut out. So there wasn't anything I could do to fix it in post, unfortunately. But, we'll see how we get along today. I'm just going to run east. I'm going to talk for a little bit, and that's going to be my test, because it doesn't always happen. It can take a few minutes for it to show up. And this area gets pretty rough over here. Some more clay. There's a lot of clay in this area. We'll go ahead and mark. Ooh, that's a bear. Go ahead and mark that clay. No, that was a black bear. I don't know if they're aggressive. Like, I've got the animals set to passive unless attacked, but the bears don't always follow that. Oh, we got some goats over here. Cool. Let's go ahead and make a note here. I think I've been doing those and the blue. Not ghosts. Goats. There we go. Alright, and then on to the east. And I meant to bring my prospecting pick, and I think I forgot. Yeah, I forgot that. Oh well. So I won't be doing any more prospecting on the way over here. Even more goats. Alright. Oh, that's a stone. Get out of here. Oh, I saw flint. Yeah, there's flint. I do have quite a bit of flint, but you know, you just never know when you're going to need more. So this looks like a really good area to find some surface ore, so I'll keep an eye out as we sprint through here. But I am trying to just go through as quickly as possible, so I might miss something. Some granite. Granite. The problem with the granite biome is it can look very much like clay. Or not clay, flint. Hey there, Mr. Fox. There we go. Saw some flint. Now I need to go around some water at some point, right? Yeah, there's water over here eventually. So we'll kind of see how that goes. And something I keep forgetting to do is go get cuttings from these fruit trees I found around. There's always something to do in Vintage Story. I think I say that almost every episode. It's still true. There's always something to do. Once you get past the first few weeks where you're just trying to survive, then you can concentrate on projects and such. Yeah, I hear you, little raccoon. I hear you. So, yeah, audio's been a little bit of a problem since I built my new gaming PC. The last few times I've rebooted, I've noticed the sound settings, like in my OS, the sound levels on the various devices, those have saved. So I think that's fixed. I think that was an OS bug. So that's why the audio had been all over the place sometimes on the recordings. Because between that and then especially in Out of War, it has a bug where if you don't, every time you load a game, if you don't go into the audio settings and click save, it just has default sound levels. It doesn't say, it saves your levels, it doesn't apply them. So I really hope they'll get that fixed someday. That is super annoying. Hey there, Moose. It's a moose on the loose. Anybody have kids and read Goose on the Loose to them? Oh, there's a hot springs over there. Is that on my map? Don't have it marked. Yeah, so that is... That's the lake, and then the one past that. So that's going to be a hot spring. We'll just... I don't remember what I was using for a marker, but we'll just mark that. It's a hoot spring. Oh, this keyboard I have is so sensitive. If you just brush a key. Other than that, it's a great mid-price keyboard. I'm pretty happy with it. It's a, I don't know if it's Redragon or Red Dragon. There's only one D, so I call it Redragon. I don't know if that's what it's actually called. But it was a suggestion from Mr. DC Dave. And it's a good keyboard. It's just a little sensitive on the keys. All right, we should be coming across some water here soon. We have big endless plains of granite. We're still in the granite biome. Is that a cave? Nope. I guess we got a little ways to go yet before we get to the water. So I think I've talked long enough. It's about 7 minutes or so here. So I'll put a cut in here, and you'll either have watched this and there's no audio issues, or you'll have watched it and my mic's cutting out. But I will try to get an episode recorded as best I can. Alright, it is sometime later for me, and I'm back. And I listened to the whole 7.5 minutes of the recording, and it seemed to be okay. So let's pretend like it's going to be okay. Oh, that was unexpected. But I'm freezing to death, so we're going to build a small little line cabin shelter here that we can use on journeys. Just a little packed dirt monstrosity. Yeah, man. Get too fiddly with it. And I don't have a door right now, so let's do that. It needs to be a little bigger, but let's get a fire going. And we can worry about that later. I meant to cut some grass with my knife. That's something I didn't actually bring. Because almost everywhere in Vintage Story you can find grass, except for some special biomes. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to cheat a little bit. So I'm going to put 4 of these down there. That gets me a fireplace. And then I'm going to stick thatch in there to actually burn. Then we're going to throw that up in there, throw that down there, get this lit up. I brought that thatch because it's just a bunch of extra I had back at the base. I thought I would burn that to get warmed up. How are we looking here? 95, there we go. We're warming right up. So I've made it a little further. We're still chugging along here. And it looks like there is at least a little bit of a land bridge, so I'm going to try to work my way over here, and we'll see how that's looking. But we're getting close, getting real close. How are we doing here? We're at 99. Perfect. All right, I'm going to steal that. And can I store this? I can't store that on the ground, huh? Okay, well, we'll leave that there. And then doink. And then we'll just make a little note here. I forget what color I was making those, but we're just going to name it Wine Cabin. There we go. And then we're off again to go freeze some more. So I'm going to run over there and I'll see you when we get to the water, see what we have to do to get across. All right, I made it over here. For some reason, there's no snow at this stage. There was snow up top. Maybe it's because of the change in elevation. We're still in Graniteville. But I saw from the top of the hill that this land goes quite a ways. There's some of those, I think, are they red maple? There's just maple that turns red. Yeah, it's just a red colored maple. I keep finding stuff. See it from a distance thinking it's flax and it's spelt. Yeah, you're spelt. But I'll take some food with me because why not? It's free food. Just been collecting as we go, then I can always toss it. All right, so we've made it over here, and yeah, we just kind of need to get like over here and hop in a raft, and we're off to victory. So I'm going to run around this. Ooh, is that no more spelt? There's a lot of spelt over here. Oh, and I found a meteor on the way over, so I wanted to mark that on the map. Pete. So I'm going to work my way around, and we'll raft across, and we'll get some pink marble. Found yet another meteor. It's kind of obvious, being a big circle there. So we'll mark that, and also just found some flax. So got 2 fibers, 4 seeds, and some grain. And it's getting dark. It's only 4:15, but we're deep into fall here in November, so it's getting pretty dark quick. Look how bunny rabbit we were coming through. Was I supposed to go over here? Yeah, pretty much. So we're going to go over here. We're going to hop on my raft, and in pure Kerbo fashion, I've pretty much got my inventory full before I even got to where I was going. So there's that. Throw that down there. So we put that in the water. Up in there. Throw that in our offhand. We're back to rafting, boys and girls. According to the analytics, there's a few girls out there, not many. You may notice there's stuff in the distance in between segments there. It was a lot of time for me. It was just a jump cut for you guys, but I went and added the Farseer mod. Now that we're down here in the flat, you can kind of see it's pretty cool. I'm going to try it. I don't know. It is a little heavy on the frames. It's kind of experimental, but what it does is it takes chunk info and draws like distant lands just to kind of fill out the sky. So let me know what you think. The only downside is the level of detail pop is kind of abrupt, so I may not keep it. It's also a little heavy, like I said, on the frames. But I thought I'd try it out on this long journey where we've got some long distances here. Of course, you know I'm going to grab some F12s. We're almost over here. I'm liking the auto walk with the Dana tweaks. That's really nice. It works for paddling as well. So we need to skirt around these 2 islands here. They're kind of choked with cattails. So it's a little hard to tell, but we just need to skirt along the edge of here, and then actually if we hit up between here, we'll go around. So I'm going to make landfall, and then I'll kind of see how dark it is. I may go ahead and spend the night. Although I couldn't find my bed. I don't know what I did with my travel bed. So if I want a bed, I'm going to have to build one. So maybe like make landfall over here, and then we'll get to mining either in in the night or tomorrow. Well, folks, I built a little shelter over here by the pink marble, and I slept as long as I could in a little hay bed, and now we're just kind of waiting for daylight. I don't even have a door on this, because I forgot to bring a door. Didn't think about that. This will be kind of a Man, I can't talk. Semi-permanent shelter. Been a long week, folks. Video games is my escape from work, but work makes my brain mush sometimes. So somewhere down in here was pink marble. I gotta remember how this worked. Oh yeah, there's my stone fences. So this is in slate rock. And oh yeah, I had to pillar up. It's all coming back to me now. Let me get a screenshot in front of this. Back to the pink marble maze. So I think I'll just start mining because it's going to be dark down here anyway. So if I put this there. Should be able to mine through here. I'm going to mine a little bit of slate as well. That's okay. We could use some dark colored rock over there in our quartz dungeon. Not quartz. Granite dungeon. So it looks like that is all slate. It's still saying 16. I don't know how far back this goes. About that far, I guess. Solve that question. So one more in. So that's kind of the plan, just to mine this out. Now, can I go up? I don't remember what I was thinking here. Looks like we can go in at least every other one. And I suppose I could shore that up with packed dirt and then hollow out the little corridor pieces. Something like that. There we go. Got almost a stack already. What I should have done probably was bring my my splitter stuff. I didn't bring in my stone chiseling because I didn't think about it. That would have been the probably the better way to transport all this. Get some big old slabs and take back. Let's toss that up in there. So I'm just going to do this for a while. Get a whole bunch of pink marble. And then head back to base. And that's... what's that? Is that black coal or something? Too far away for me to identify it. Let's go see what that is. I was about ready to put a cut in here, but... what did we just find? Zinc ore, bountiful. Oh. Okay. Well, there we go. Maybe I should get my lantern back on me. Ah, yeah, there in the dark it looked like coal. Okay, interesting. Let me throw that on there. How much of this is there? Is that one still... yeah, that says bountiful. Just keep on going. Like it might kind of end here. I think I should be okay on pulling that out. Oh, something just collapsed somewhere. And then I probably should fill this in because I'm going to be mining that other side if we go further back in. Okay, well, that's fun. That makes me want to line up, but that could be a... Yeah, that's just marble up there. I don't know if that'll be stable enough. Let's go back a little further. Just to see if there's any more zinc back here. Got pretty excited. I thought that was coal. I mean, we can always make charcoal, but... Actually, does coal... So charcoal burns 2372. 2000. Oh, charcoal actually burns hotter. Oh, okay. Well, never mind. I guess you just don't have to burn up trees to get it. Does this pink marble just keep going? Oh, there's something down there. What was that? Shale. Okay, so we're back to shale. Maybe we can get an idea kind of how far across this goes. That's, ooh, instability 50%, 15%. Or sorry, 50%. It's not great. So does that mean if I take that out, that's going to fall down? Don't like it. So we go from shale to marble to slate. I think as long as we're only one wide back in here, we're going to be okay. It looks like we've reached the end of the pink marble. That's just slate that keeps going, it looks like. All the way over to the shale. Okay, well that's fairly extensive. I can go ahead and change that to an X. So we pretty much got a lifetime supply of lime here. This is more than I'll ever need. I don't know how deep down it goes or how far up it goes, but yeah, this is, I mean, this is a lot of lime. Ooh, is that gonna fall down and go boom? Just about out of packed dirt here. Go make some more. I'm kind of playing with fire here. Stand by on the sprint key. Oh, that's just soil, so that's just ready to fall in. I should probably shore that up with some packed dirt, but I'm just about out of packed dirt. So need to go get some more packed dirt. How we doing? We got almost 3 stacks of the marbles, so that's good. What are you? Oh, you're just granite rock. We've got enough granite rock. We're all good in the granite rock department. It is daylight out now, so that's cool. I think what I need to do is get some more dirt so I have packed dirt available. Shore that up, and then I'm going to do some more mining here. Get a little more pink marble out. And I think we'll be in good shape. The trip back is going to be pretty uneventful. It's just going to be me running back across. I don't think I need to show that. And we probably got on long enough here. Hopefully the audio is fixed. I know that first segment seemed okay. So I'll be editing this together and I'll be checking it. I don't have a lot of time for this little hobby. So I spot check stuff. I don't go through and listen to the whole video. So stuff slips through. Thanks for letting me know about the issues. I'm hoping they might be fixed by now. We'll see how that goes. But anywho, thanks as always for hanging out, folks. I'll catch you in the next adventure. Take care.